What's up, good people? Mark here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It is that time of year, the time for Zeke Elliott workout videos, where Zeke Elliott is working out. But this year, he is not a Dallas Cowboy player. In fact, he is nobody's player at the moment. And this is crazy because running backs have been devalued, and I think that maybe you have to look at how running backs are being used. You know, when Zeke Elliott was working on getting his contract extension, I had said that looking at the numbers, for the most part, you have to actually go back, to find your Barry Sanders, your Emmitt Smiths, your Walter Paytons, those guys that have longevity. Now, there are exceptions to the rules. There's the Adrian Petersons and things like that. But if you actually look at Adrian Peterson, I don't know that he has more than one playoff victory in his career, as great as he was and as much money as he made. And the thing you have to look at is usually, boy, it's dusty down here. I got a dust. Usually by year 4, if they have been a workhorse back, they go downhill. So teams are not wanting to pay. And that's where you have right now Barkley, where the Giants are looking on, do we want to do like the Rams did with Gurley? Do we want to do what like the Cowboys did with Zeke? Zeke has not been that guy since before Cabo. He got a lot of money, and I ain't mad at him for getting paid. But Zeke has not been that great of a back. He's been a great blocker. He's been a great short yardage guy. But as a game breaker at the amount of money he's being paid, it just wasn't. And so you're seeing this whole thing where the Giants are allegedly offered only $19 million guaranteed, because you don't look at the total price of the contract. You only look at that guaranteed money, because that's the only thing that you're sure to get. In most cases, that's going to be all you're going to get. That's less than 2 years of the franchise tag for Barkley. So that doesn't look like between now and Monday at 4 o'clock that he's going to get a deal. And the question will he show up for training camp and be ready to play against the Cowboys? Josh Jacobs, the NFL leading back last year, they're not getting him a deal. And he's basically saying, I ain't going to camp. I may hold out. Screw this. It's bigger than just me, because the running backs have been completely devalued. You got Kareem Hunt, who's out there. You got Leonard Fournette. You got Zeke Elliott. You got Barkley, who can't get a contract. You've got, like I said, Josh Jacobs. And I think it's because teams have changed the way they use running backs. You don't have that single guy anymore, typically, that is the lead dog in every situation, the every down back. You now have all of the running backs by committee, guys that specialize on third down. One's a better pass catcher. And you're also seeing more dynamic players, much in the way tight ends used to really just be a blocker back in the day, until really Mike Ditka was one of the first real pass catching tight ends, to now where they really lean more. The great tight ends actually are great blockers, but also game changers in the receiving game. They have evolved, and the way teams use them have evolved. The same thing is happening with running backs, where it's not just we're going to run it up the middle and be predictable and be a running team. You can look at the Tennessee Titans that have been that running team, that they just have not been able to do anything with it once they've gotten to the playoffs. And you can't look at Minnesota, which had weapons all the way around, with Dalvin Cook, who was over 1,000 yards easily every single year, that he was a difference maker for him. And that's why he is still out there unsigned at the moment. This is about breaking the back of the running back market. That's what the owners are doing. And when you look at it and see Kansas City doesn't have the lead every down back, that they're doing it by committee. And when you see that they're spending less than $4 million on 3 backs, why do you look at this and say, we're going to pay Barkley $15 million and he's got an injury history, and if he goes down, we got chopped liver? So let's go to the Zeke tape, because I know that's what I actually came in here with. And check out Zeke. Oop. Good shit, boy. Is it possible? Is it possible, with all of the running backs that are out there right now, that Zeke Elliott doesn't get a job? I actually honestly believe, with the devaluation of the running back market, that Zeke Elliott might not be on a team. We'll see what happens on there. The Cowboys definitely seem to have completely moved on, and they're okay with where they are with their running back by committee. I still believe, watch Ronald Jones. I think Ronald Jones may be a lot better. I think he may be our J-Ron Curse of running backs. All right, good people, I'm going to get up to the workshop here and get on out and take care of some business. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate you. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe for the Sports Report.
One hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say